A life-threatening heart condition nearly ended his dream at 15, but the very thing that almost broke him is what forged him into the most relentless athlete on the planet. If you want to discover the secrets to turning struggle into strength, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our weekly stories. Today, I want to tell you a story that I think will inspire you deeply. It is a story about a man who rose from poverty to become one of the richest and most famous footballers in the world. We all know Cristiano Ronaldo. We see him as a superstar who lives in a beautiful, luxurious house, drives expensive cars, and is loved and admired by millions of people. But how many of us know the real story behind his success? How many of us know about his struggles, his personal sacrifices, and his amazing determination to never, ever give up? By the end of this story, I believe you will understand why Cristiano Ronaldo is not just a great footballer. He is a symbol of hard work and resilience. He is also one of the most followed people on Instagram, but his life was not always full of fame and glory. So let me take you back to where it all began. To his very humble beginnings. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on February 5, 1985, in Funchal, Madeira, a small and beautiful island in Portugal. He was the youngest of 4 children, and his family was very poor. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, worked as a gardener. He earned just enough money to put food on the table for his family. His mother, Maria Dolores, worked as a cook and a cleaner to help her husband and support the family. Life was not easy. It was hard. Ronaldo's family lived in a very small house with thin walls and not much space. There were no luxuries, no extra things to make life comfortable. Sometimes there was not even enough food for everyone to eat. His mother Maria often went hungry so that her children could have a meal. Imagine that love. Despite all these struggles, his parents always tried to give their children the very best they could. Cristiano's father was a hard-working man, but he had a difficult battle with alcoholism. This addiction affected the family deeply and brought a lot of sadness into their home. Ronaldo loved his father very much, but as a young child he often saw the pain this problem caused his mother. It was a heavy burden for a young boy to see. Tragically, his father passed away in 2005 when Cristiano was only 20 years old. This was a heartbreaking loss. This deep pain motivated Ronaldo to work even harder to make his father proud wherever he was. From a very young age, Ronaldo loved playing football. It was his whole world. He played barefoot on the dusty streets of Madeira using anything he could find as a ball. Sometimes a bundle of rags, sometimes an old bottle. The street was his first stadium. His friends would often tease him because he was so passionate about the game. They didn't understand his intensity. But Ronaldo didn't care what they said. He had a dream, a powerful dream, to become the best footballer in the world. At just 8 years old, Ronaldo joined a local football team called Andorinha. This was a special place for him because his father worked there part-time as a kit man, the person who takes care of the team's uniforms. Even at that young age, people could see his talent. He was faster, he was stronger, and he was more focused than the other children. By the time he was 10, he was already becoming a local star. But his passion was so strong that it sometimes came out in tears. His coaches and teammates started calling him a crybaby. Why? Because he would cry if his team lost a game or if a teammate did not pass the ball to him. This wasn't because he was weak. It was because he wanted to win so badly. This intense fire, this incredible passion for winning would later define his entire career. At the age of 12, Ronaldo had to make the toughest decision of his young life. He received an offer to join Sporting CP's academy in Lisbon, the capital city of Portugal. This was a huge opportunity, but it meant he had to leave his hometown, his island, and his family. It was his first time ever being away from home, and he felt incredibly lonely. The big city felt cold and strange. He missed his mother's cooking, the sound of his siblings laughing, and the familiar warmth of his island. He cried almost every single night. The tears would wet his pillow as he thought of home. But even with all that sadness, he knew he could not give up. He remembered his mother's words to him. He could almost hear her voice on the phone. "Cristiano," she told him, "you are our hope. You must be strong." Her words were like a guiding light. They stayed with him, giving him the strength he needed to continue. At the academy, Ronaldo faced many new challenges. The other kids made fun of him. They teased him because of his thick Madeiran accent, which sounded different from their Lisbon accent. They called him names because he was a skinny boy. But Ronaldo did not let their words break him. Instead, he used that hurt to fuel his fire. He focused all his energy on improving his skills. He practiced every single day, even when the other boys were resting or playing. His powerful dedication began to show, and soon the coaches started to notice his incredible speed and his amazing footwork. At the age of 15, Ronaldo faced a challenge that was much bigger than football. It was a life-threatening challenge. During a routine medical checkup, the doctors discovered that he had a racing heart. This is a condition where the heart beats much faster than normal. The doctors told him this condition could end his football career before it had even truly begun. They gave him two options. The first option was to stop playing football forever. The second option was to undergo a risky heart surgery. For Ronaldo, the choice was clear. Football was his life. It was his passion, his dream, his everything. He chose to have the surgery. The procedure was risky, but it was successful. Just a few days later, Ronaldo was back on the football field practicing harder than he ever had before. This moment showed his incredible determination even at such a young age. He was willing to take huge risks and fight for his dreams. Cristiano Ronaldo's early life was full of struggles. There was poverty, loneliness, the tragic loss of his father, and a heart problem that could have ended everything. But he never, ever gave up. He believed in himself, and he worked harder than anyone else. After the surgery, Cristiano Ronaldo returned to the football field with more determination than ever before. He knew he had been given a second chance, and he was not going to waste it. At 15 years old, while most boys his age were playing video games or hanging out with friends, Ronaldo was already dreaming of greatness. His days were focused entirely on one thing: football. He practiced every single day, often for hours after his teammates had already gone home. He ran faster, he trained harder, and he pushed himself beyond his limits. At the Sporting CP Academy, Ronaldo's talent became impossible to ignore. The coaches marveled at his speed and his skill. He had a unique special ability to control the ball, to dribble past defenders, and to score goals from almost impossible angles. But this was not just natural talent. It was the result of his incredible hard work and his discipline. Ronaldo's hunger to be the best was unmatched. He would wake up early every morning, long before the others, to work on his weaknesses. If he felt his left foot wasn't as strong as his right, he would practice with it for hours. If his headers weren't perfect, he would stay on the field until they were. Other players sometimes laughed at him. They called him too serious. But Ronaldo didn't care. He wasn't just playing football. He was building a future for himself and his family. One of his coaches often said, "Cristiano trains as if his life depends on it." And in many ways, it did. At 16, Ronaldo began training with Sporting CP's first team. This was a huge achievement for someone so young. But even in this very competitive environment with older and more experienced players, Ronaldo stood out. His speed, his skills, and his confidence amazed everyone. He didn't just want to be good. He wanted to be the best player on the field, no matter who he was up against. In 2003, when Ronaldo was 18 years old, Sporting CP played a friendly match against a famous English club, Manchester United. This match would change Ronaldo's life forever. On that day, Ronaldo played brilliantly. His speed, his footwork, and his ability to control the game left Manchester United's experienced players completely stunned. After the match, United's legendary coach, Sir Alex Ferguson, told his staff, "We need to sign that boy. He is a future star." Within just a few weeks, Ronaldo had signed a contract with Manchester United, becoming the first Portuguese player to join the legendary club. But this was just the beginning of a new chapter and a new set of challenges in his life. Moving to England was another big test for Ronaldo. He didn't speak English well. The weather was cold and often rainy, very different from his sunny island of Madeira. The style of football was much tougher and more physical than what he was used to. Many players and critics doubted him. They called him too fancy because of his flashy skills and tricks. But Ronaldo did not let the criticism stop him. Instead, he worked harder than ever. He would stay late after every training session to practice his free kicks, his penalties, and his dribbling. He studied videos of the best players in the world, learning their moves and their strategies. His dedication was truly unmatched. While other players might relax or go out after a match, Ronaldo would go to the gym to build his strength. He followed a very strict diet, avoiding junk food and sugary drinks. He once said, "Your body is your temple. If you take care of it, it will take care of you." Within just 1 year, Ronaldo had become one of Manchester United's most important players. The fans loved his exciting style of play, and his teammates began to admire his incredible work ethic. In 2007, Ronaldo helped Manchester United win the Premier League, which is one of the toughest football leagues in the world. He scored an incredible number of goals and provided key assists for his teammates. But he wasn't satisfied. Ronaldo always wanted more. In 2008, he had one of the best seasons of his entire career. He scored 42 goals in all competitions, an astonishing achievement for any player. That year, Manchester United won both the Premier League and the UEFA Champions League, the most prestigious club competition in all of Europe. For his incredible performances, Ronaldo won his first Ballon d'Or, an award given to the best footballer in the world. At just 23 years old, he was officially the best player on the planet. But even then, he did not stop. What made Ronaldo different from so many other talented players was his discipline. He avoided late-night parties and unhealthy habits. He stayed focused on his goals even after he became rich and famous. He always believed that success came from hard work, not from shortcuts. Ronaldo often trained alone, practicing his shots, running drills, and improving his stamina. He was always the first person to arrive at training sessions and the last one to leave. His teammates called him a machine because of his tireless dedication. One of his coaches said, "Ronaldo's work ethic is like nothing I have ever seen. He is always looking for ways to improve even when he is already the best." In 2009, Ronaldo made another life-changing decision. He joined Real Madrid, one of the biggest and most famous football clubs in the world, for a record-breaking transfer fee of €94 million. This move proved that Ronaldo was not just a great player, but a global icon. But life at Real Madrid was not easy, especially at the beginning. Ronaldo faced incredible pressure to perform. The fans, the media, and even his new teammates expected him to score goals in every single match. Ronaldo did not let the pressure overwhelm him. Instead, he used it as fuel to work even harder. He spent hours and hours in the gym building his physical strength and improving his speed. He studied his opponents, learning how to outsmart the best defenders in the world. In his very first season, Ronaldo scored 33 goals in all competitions. This was an impressive start, but for Ronaldo, it was not enough. He wanted to be the best player in the world, and to do that, he knew he had to break records and win trophies. By his second season, Ronaldo was unstoppable. He scored 40 goals in the La Liga season, breaking the record for the most goals ever scored in a single season. The fans could not believe what they were witnessing. Ronaldo's speed, his skill, and his ability to score from almost anywhere on the pitch made him a nightmare for defenders. But Ronaldo wasn't just about scoring goals. He was also a leader on the field. He motivated his teammates, pushed them to work harder, and often carried the team on his shoulders in difficult matches. During his time at Real Madrid, Ronaldo developed a famous rivalry with Lionel Messi, who played for Barcelona. Both players were at the peak of their careers, and every football fan in the world debated who was better. This rivalry pushed Ronaldo to work even harder. He knew that every match, every goal, and every trophy would be compared to Messi's achievements. Instead of feeling discouraged by this constant comparison, Ronaldo used the competition to improve himself. He once said in an interview, "I don't compare myself to others. I compete with myself. I want to be better today than I was yesterday." This mindset helped Ronaldo stay focused and continue to break records year after year. One of Ronaldo's biggest dreams was to win the UEFA Champions League with Real Madrid. This competition is the most prestigious in club football, and winning it is a dream for every player. In 2014, Ronaldo helped Real Madrid achieve this dream. The team won the Champions League final against their city rivals, Atletico Madrid, and Ronaldo scored a crucial goal in the match. This victory was historic because it was Real Madrid's 10th Champions League title, an achievement known as La Decima. But Ronaldo did not stop there. Over the next few years, he led Real Madrid to 3 more Champions League titles in 2016, 2017, and 2018. He became the competition's all-time leading scorer with over 130 goals, a record that still stands today. In the 2017 final against Juventus, Ronaldo scored 2 incredible goals, proving once again that he was the best player in the world. For his performances, he won multiple Ballon d'Or awards during this period, solidifying his place as a true football legend. What made Ronaldo so different from other players was not just his talent, but his incredible discipline. He followed a strict routine every single day. He woke up early, ate a healthy breakfast, and went straight to training. His dedication extended to his personal life as well. Ronaldo rarely went to parties and stayed away from distractions. Despite his incredible success, Ronaldo faced criticism throughout his career. Some people said he was too arrogant. Others accused him of being selfish on the field. But Ronaldo never let this negativity affect him. He focused on his work and let his achievements speak for themselves. He once said, "Your success is the best response to your critics." And he proved this time and time again by breaking records and winning trophies. At the age of 33, when most football players begin to slow down, Cristiano Ronaldo shocked the world. He made a bold move to Juventus, an Italian football club, in 2018. Many people doubted him. They said things like, "He's too old now, he won't perform well in a new league." But Ronaldo was never one to let doubt hold him back. He arrived in Italy with a clear goal to prove that age is just a number. From the moment he stepped onto the field, Ronaldo showed the same energy, the same passion, and the same hunger to win that he had in his younger years. He trained harder than ever, determined to dominate in a new country. Ronaldo's first match in Serie A, the Italian football league, was watched by millions of people. The pressure was immense, but Ronaldo didn't let it affect him. In his very first season, he scored 28 goals and helped Juventus win the Serie A title. One of his most iconic moments came in the Champions League quarter-final against his former rival Atletico Madrid. Juventus had lost the first match 2-0, and almost everyone thought they were out of the tournament. But Ronaldo refused to give up. In the second match, he scored a stunning hat-trick, 3 goals, single-handedly carrying Juventus to victory. After the match, he proudly said, "This is why Juventus brought me here, to make the impossible possible." At the age of 34, Ronaldo's dedication to his fitness was like no other. While many players his age struggled to keep up, Ronaldo seemed to be getting stronger and faster. His incredible discipline was inspiring to everyone around him. Younger players at Juventus often said, "We have never seen anyone work like Cristiano. He is a role model for all of us." Even though Ronaldo was performing well, life in Italy was not always easy. The Serie A league was famous for its strong, tough defenders, and many doubted whether Ronaldo could continue his amazing scoring streak. But he used every challenge as an opportunity to grow. Ronaldo would spend hours watching videos of his opponents, analyzing their weaknesses and planning how to outsmart them. His hard work paid off when he became the Serie A MVP, the most valuable player, in his very first season. At the age of 35, when most players are thinking about retirement, Ronaldo set another incredible record. He became the first player in history to score 50 goals in the Premier League, La Liga, and Serie A. In one match against a team called Sampdoria, Ronaldo scored a goal that left the entire world speechless. He jumped so high to head the ball into the net that it looked like he was flying. Later, scientists revealed that his jump was higher than an average NBA basketball player's jump. When asked how he could still perform like this at his age, Ronaldo simply replied, "It's all about hard work, discipline, and the will to be the best." Off the field, Ronaldo was just as inspiring. As a father of 5 children, he showed the same dedication to his family as he did to football. He often shared moments of his life as a dad, teaching his children the value of hard work and kindness. In 2020, the world faced the COVID-19 pandemic, and football came to a halt. For many players, this break affected their fitness and their form. But Ronaldo used this time to train even harder at home. He posted videos of his workouts, encouraging his millions of fans to stay active and positive during those difficult times. When football finally resumed, Ronaldo returned stronger than ever. At 36, he scored 29 goals in Serie A, becoming the league's top scorer. In 2021, Ronaldo surprised the world again by returning to Manchester United, the club where he first became a global star. The fans welcomed him back with open arms, and his debut match was like a dream. Ronaldo scored 2 goals, reminding everyone that he was still one of the best players in the world. His new younger teammates were amazed by his dedication. One young player said, "Cristiano trains like he's still 20 years old. He inspires all of us to work harder." Through all his achievements, Ronaldo remained a symbol of hope and inspiration for millions of fans around the world. At 37, Cristiano Ronaldo continued to amaze the world. Despite being one of the oldest active players at the highest level of football, he showed no signs of slowing down. In the stadiums, fans would chant his name as he scored goal after goal, proving that his determination and hard work were truly unmatched. Ronaldo often reminded people of his philosophy: talent without hard work is nothing. He believed that while natural talent could give someone an edge, true success required endless effort, discipline, and many sacrifices. Ronaldo wasn't just a football legend, he was also a devoted family man. His relationship with Georgina Rodriguez, his partner became a source of great strength and happiness for him. Georgina, who also came from a humble background, understood Ronaldo's struggles and supported him in every way. Ronaldo often spoke about their love and partnership. "Georgina is my rock," he once said. "She takes care of our family and gives me the peace I need to focus on football." So at home, Ronaldo was completely different from the fierce competitor people saw on the football field. He was a gentle, playful father who loved spending time with his children. His mornings at home often started with breakfast as a family, followed by playtime. Ronaldo was especially proud of teaching his eldest son, Cristiano Jr., the value of hard work. "I tell my son, success doesn't come from just sitting around. You have to earn it," he said. He often trained with Cristiano Jr., pushing him to be his best, but always reminding him, the most important thing is to be a good person. Ronaldo's words inspired not just his family, but millions of fans around the world. Your limits are only in your mind. He believed. He felt that anyone could achieve greatness if they just broke free from their self-doubt. Don't listen to critics, listen to your heart. Ronaldo faced criticism throughout his entire career, but he never let it define him. Dedication, sacrifice, and love for what you do, these are the keys to success. His mindset was clear. Failure was just a stepping stone to success. He often shared, "I've missed penalties, I've lost games, and I've made mistakes, but each failure taught me to work harder." Despite his incredible success, Ronaldo's life was not free from challenges. In 2022, he and Georgina suffered a heartbreaking loss when one of their newborn twins, a baby boy, passed away during childbirth. This tragedy left Ronaldo devastated. He later shared, "It was the hardest moment of my life, but I had to stay strong for my family. My children needed me." Ronaldo returned to football shortly after dedicating his performances to the memory of his son. This loss showed the world Ronaldo's amazing resilience. Even in the face of unimaginable pain, he chose to move forward, inspiring millions with his strength. Off the field, Ronaldo worked tirelessly to give back to society. He donated millions of dollars to children's hospitals, funded education projects, and supported disaster relief efforts. "I've been blessed with so much in my life," he said. "It is my duty to give back." He also inspired young athletes with his story. Whenever he visited schools or academies, he would tell the children, "Believe in yourself, work hard, and never give up. If I can achieve my dreams, so can you." Ronaldo often said, "I don't play football to be remembered as just a great player. I want to inspire people to show them that with hard work, anything is possible." As he approached his 40s, Ronaldo began planning for his life beyond football. He started investing in businesses from hotels to fitness centers, ensuring that his legacy would continue long after he stopped playing. Cristiano Ronaldo's journey from a poor boy in Madeira to one of the greatest athletes in history is more than just a football story. It is a story of perseverance, discipline, and an unbreakable human spirit. Now let me leave you with this powerful thought. It is said that 96% of people in this world do not follow their passion. They spend their lives working for the remaining 4%, the ones who dared to dream, the ones who dared to take action. Cristiano Ronaldo did not belong to the 96%. He chose to be part of the 4%. He was a boy who started with nothing but a dream. Yet he turned that dream into a reality through hard work, discipline, and an unshakable belief in himself. His life teaches us many lessons. Excuses will never lead you to success. No matter how tough life gets, you must keep going. Ronaldo didn't let his poor background, his father's struggles, or his heart condition stop him. He turned every obstacle into an opportunity. Passion and hard work are an unstoppable combination. Talent can only take you so far. To truly excel, you must give your heart and soul to your goals. Ronaldo practiced harder than anyone every single day because he knew that greatness was not handed out. It was earned. Stay humble, but stay hungry. Even after becoming one of the richest and most famous athletes in the world, Ronaldo kept pushing himself to improve. He did not rest on his success. He chased more because he believed in always growing, always learning. And finally, your struggles are your strength. The pain and challenges that Ronaldo faced did not break him. They made him stronger. He teaches us that every failure, every loss, and every setback can be the fuel for our greatest success. So ask yourself, which side do you want to be on the 96% who settle for an ordinary life, or the 4% who create their own destiny? Always remember one thing: only you have the power to change your life. The question is, are you ready to work for it?